Hello, hello. Do you remember the 21st night of Horseboat Moon? No, do you remember what the hell was happening on this map? Did you write notes? Did we remember? Welcome, Rue, boy. Welcome, welcome. How are we doing today? Because we are about to, we're about to finish the second half of this map. I realized, I was like, oh, what are we actually going to be doing today? I'm like, oh, I guess we're finishing this map and then talking to people? I was getting ready for, like a story map or something. And then I was like, oh wait, but I didn't do like the grinding, like I didn't advance the stuff. Which means we're gonna have to grind. And it's like, yeah, you didn't advance the grinding because you fucking in the middle of a map, you dummy. You little goober. Did you forgo where you were? I apparently did. I did, in fact, forgo. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We were in the middle of this map. This is the... Apparently this is a paralog people don't see a lot. Because who do you need? Lysithia and Ferdinand? I think those were the two. And then it's like you can't do this one in Crimson Flower. That's what it was. Because the guy in this paralog would just be dead. Like, they would be not alive. So. Oh my goodness. Wait. Why is the audio so delayed? What the heck? How do we fix that? Oh no. So the settings for the capture card have been like a little different recently because I don't have the same thing as before. I tried that. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, maybe? Try this. Nope. That's like... That is still quite bad. Okay. So we can't do that. What if I do... this. We go capture audio only. We can no longer hear it through the desktop. But I could do that. And then you guys should be able to hear it. But the problem is that I can't hear it. Properties. Oh, no, not properties. Advanced audio settings? Yeah. I think I need to do it like this. No, that's not... That does not fix it. What if I did this? That doesn't help? Okay. Why can't I monitor it? That's so weird. Welcome, Kindred. Welcome, welcome. How's the RNG? We haven't taken any attacks yet because I realized the audio settings for the thing are not working yet. We're troubleshooting. For some reason the audio monitoring is not working. I'm going to check that really quickly. OBS audio monitor not working. Settings advanced. Audio monitoring. Advanced. Change your monitoring device. Where's my monitoring device? My monitoring device is not in here. Why would they tell me that it's in here when it's not in here? Is it under audio? Oh goodness. You guys can hear the game though, right? Currently? A monitoring device. Let's go default. Let's try that. Apply. Okay. Let's do this. Go advanced. We're actually going to turn the monitor back on. Oh? Oh? I can hear it now. Okay. Why are we going on tour? Yes, we were going on a money tour. Yes, of course. Well, that... Okay. So let's see. Is it... Okay, and there's no delay between the sound effect of selecting this thing and turning this off. Wait, did the audio go away? Did it go away? Oh my goodness. Okay, what if we do... what the frick? Okay, how about now? Is it working now? Okay. Okay, we got it. Man, I love audio problems. They're my favorite. Man, audio problems, man. Holy shit. Holy shit, audio problems. Audio jungle. By the way, welcome Panda, welcome Unicorn, welcome everybody. How are you all doing today? My obligatory ask. Because I am, I have been running around this week to get some documentation, and the reason I needed the documentation was for an opportunity, potentially. And now it maybe kind of looks like the opportunity may not be possible. So, I mean, I'm messaging the guy. I'm messaging them to see if there's a solution. Unfortunately, I don't know. To me, it does not look. Basically, what happened was when I applied, it was like there was some back and forth of like, hey, well, I don't know if I qualify like on these different axes and stuff. So like, you know, I don't know if I have this or that. And they were like, no, you should apply anyways. Like, it's fine, right? Like, we can still, like, you can still apply. That's fine. So I did, and then I got sent like a thing that's like, hey, yeah, like, here you go. You can now accept potentially this thing. It's like, okay, so now that you're here, please verify those things that you said you didn't have, but we told you to apply anyways. And I'm like, well, that's, I don't have that. I just, when I applied, I told you I didn't have that. So, you know... Yeah, and it wasn't a job opportunity. It was like a traditional job opportunity. It's like one of those, you know, like initiative programs. And under one of the qualifications, it was like, hey, by the way, like, have you please make sure to send us this. And it's like, I fucking, you told me to apply. Even though I didn't have the thing. Come on. Like, man. Yeah, so, you know, still, that's pretty sad. Because I rushed to get my documentation done. Like I was busting my ass. And also it cost more money. So, I just, you know. Do we do here in Mexico and upload a blank document? Oh, that'd be really funny. That'd be super funny. It is actually going to be even funnier if the guy gets back to me and they're like, yeah, just upload a blank document. You don't need this. I'll be like, I've been told. They already told me the strategies. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. Hopefully it gets sorted out. The deadline is tomorrow, so I'm kind of freaking out. But yeah, let's see if we can take a damage here. Your ability is, you give like people block, right? No, you deal 3 extra hit weight. Only female units. Well, shit. Now, why is that?
Watch and learn.
Oh! That totally would have killed me. That was 31 times 2. That, I would have died. That's very funny to me. Oh. 50 a hit. And now we can get another attack.
Apologies.
Because this is basically a one-man army run. I mean, basically. It's basically a one-man army run.
I'll follow your example.
Little blurries. 42? That's higher than my level by, like, a lot. Oh no. Go, Sedeth. Kill them. Okay. How do I kill this one? Yes. Okay. Man, and it's the going all the way back down here is just gonna it's gonna take so much time, man.
Ready for anything.
Just moving back. Also, so many guys. Look at all of them. How am I supposed to get rid of these? Why'd they play so many? Wait, was that a lethality proc? Oh, I completely missed it. Damn. I wasn't paying attention. Let's restore. I no longer need to be poisoned.
Back to the fray.
You didn't wonder why I dealt 55 without critting? Yeah, I just assumed that I dealt 55 damage. My brain isn't quite fully awake yet. It's not quite there yet. It's gonna need a little bit. It's called the wall gambit check. Wait, do you mean like... Do you mean like, well, if we just put a shit ton of dudes, maybe it'll just work? Like, what if it just works? Alright, full lethality. No, that was a crit that time. Not lethality, though. Leone is not Dimitri in terms of anything. Cannot randomly do 55 damage. Understandable. Okay. The drop back strats. Okay, this works. Oh no. No! Miles, get your fucking ass out of my face! God damn it. Do you have drawback? No. Do you have drawback? No. Do you have drawback? I love how drawback has, like, single-handedly saved this entire run. It's like, most of the time, I don't think about it that hard, and then it's like, oh, wait, but, like, if I have drawback here, then I can just save them. But if I have drawback, everything's fine. Okay. Oh. Just kidding, they were still in range. I only have 2 Divine Pulses left. That would have been a good thing to take notes on. That would have been a good thing for me to remember. Okay, we're gonna go back all the way to here. Everything is fine. Yeah. So I still have wall. I still do have wall. Oh, that was an ambush spawn? That's why that happened? Oh.
Ready for anything.
Let's make this quick.
Okay. Four tiles right of the wyvern.
Sunshine.
I don't know.
I'm grateful.
We bait with Leone. Like, actually, like, we do this. And then we throw people in there.
Well done. What's my strategy?
I will prevail. I do this for all of us.
Throw the entire squad.
More
Get him in
fire.
there.
I'm awake. What's the plan? Guide me well.
Hey, Sable, welcome.
I cannot allow myself to fall.
Okay. What exactly was the plan with setup there? Oh, I thought these were blocking the, like, straight line. Like, I thought they were blocking the line to get to here. And they weren't. I don't think we can kill this many enemies in one turn anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I got that point. I understand that now. I do in fact understand now that the walls were passable. Okay, I think I can do this. And then we're gonna put Ferdinand beside Lysithea
Ready for anything.
to not allow the
Guide me well.
thing to attack me. So now that we have no redos left, we're going to play like a scared baby. And that's what we're gonna do. Is it every turn, by the way? Like, did
I
we...
will prevail.
Did we confirm if it was every turn? Because I don't know what triggers the spawn. I'm getting a vision from the future, you're gonna lose? Oh no.
Sunshine.
What a tragedy. Because... the problem is that, like, these cover, like, this entire area. So... maybe we should have gone this way and cleared out these guys first. Maybe that's what we do now. And we're just gonna... only even-numbered turns. Okay.
Let's make this quick.
The problem is, yeah, once again, I don't know if we can... we can't exactly break through this because there's, like, an archer here. Whereas I guess if we came from the side, then... some sword guy on odd number turns? Wow, this is the worst. I don't know how I would do this.
I do this for all of us.
Does Bernie even have spells? He does. Yeah, I just don't know. Oh, man. It's like, if I could get in range to pick off, like, one thing, then I'd be a little less scared, but... it's,
What's my strategy?
oh, we can bait just the 4 by going into this bush. That's
My orders?
fine, actually. Probably. We don't need to bait with Ferdinand if we have impregnable wall, but I think we want to use Ferdinand.
Thank you.
Okay, let's try this.
More fighting.
All right. Alright, the question though is that does killing any of these stop the reinforcements? I thought the reason no one plays this map was because of because contextually you wouldn't really be in the map that much. The devs looked at this abomination of a map and said, yeah, we should hide this one away. Oh, man. Beat the Grappler and Swordmaster bosses? None of these are bosses, though. Right? Or do you mean this one? Like, beat this guy down here. And this guy. And then does that stop the reinforcements, really? That's what the wiki says? Oh my god. So we did this the other way around. We actually got punished for leaving the bosses alive. That's incredible. Wow. That's actually incredible. Like wow. Okay, it's fucking over. It's just over. Also, it's the wyverns this turn, so
appreciate it.
why has this guy got so much movement?
Any merit I have pales beside yours.
You know, maybe I should have trained more units for this hell. How was I supposed to know that this map was going to be ridiculous? Okay, there's my last wall
Back
gambit
to the fray.
as we perform this retreat and attempt to deal with the boss at the bottom of the map. Oh my goodness, and there's going to be a bunch of turns of reinforcements. It's so annoying. Oh my god. Yeah, that's brutal. Okay, let's deal with this guy.
An encouraging display.
Appreciate it.
I'll follow your example.
Okay. Okay, well, at least that's the group down now, and then... You know, we're gonna have to deal with a clog of frickin' wyvern riders and swordsmen by the time we actually deal with these bosses. Oh, man. It's just terrible. It's just so awful. Because we don't have any more tricks, basically, to... Maybe I leave Ferdinand just to, like, 1v1 the Dragon Knight and the Swordsman. Like, maybe he'll just be fine by himself. Then I can keep, like, someone in range. Maybe. Like, to heal. Yeah, I mean, like... Lyn can literally heal the entire map. So... He'll almost assuredly survive if he's in a forest tile. Yeah, so I think this is actually, like, fine. And maybe we'll leave someone else to help. Who's not in range. Yeah. Even though we're concerned about this, I think we need to, you know, leave someone who can help. Which is probably Lysithea. I don't know what the range, like the movement of the Dragon Knight is. It's probably 7. So like up to here-ish. So I can sit back here and probably be fine. I'll leave Bernie here as well. Okay. Now, how do we bait people here without dying? A good question. One that I don't really have an answer for. You? One moment. Okay.
Not so fast.
Just use your second Ferdinand.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe we can just get Petra to one-shot this guy. Doesn't actually guaranteed kill it. So, just to confirm, you're saying, Panda, that killing this guy will despawn the other 3 that are standing here? No, we used our last wall. It does despawn them. I mean, we could play it extra safe and then put Constance here first, that she's in range to dance. So let's do that. We'll wait here. We'll deal with this garbage. Well, if it doesn't, then, you know, we're just kind of fucked. But, you know, what else are we doing here? I mean, we could play super safe and kill all of the things first. You know, we could do that. But logic makes sense to me. Alright, see ya. Okay. Now we can go... Now we can go attack this guy. We just need to walk around the frickin' buildings. Now, Leone, go open the chest. Do we need to get the chest on this map? It doesn't matter. Ferdinand was an avoid dancer. He just soloed the east side with a training sword and sword dance. That's kind of funny. Reyes in the chest? Well, now we need to get it. You convinced me. You didn't have to, like, try that hard. You know? You're realizing that my standards are so incredibly low that I would simply believe you. I would believe you immediately. And now I'm interested. So why does killing the generals on this side of the map remove the reinforcements from the other side of the map? Tell me how that works. No, not do that. Seems bad. Not at all. That one is a silver bow. The northeast chest is a skill book. And the southeast chest is a talisman. Mm-hmm. Alright. Let's not. let's just not. He did nearly die 3 times, and he even broke his sword. Yikes. I mean, you know. When you're out there by yourself just playing with your sword. You know what they say. I have no idea what they say about that. I was trying to make some kind of implication, but realistically I have no idea what they say. Like, not even the slightest clue. Alright, did we equip Avoid? Oh, we didn't even equip the Avoid passive yet. And I think we mastered the class, right? Let's see. How do I check? Yeah. Yeah, it's mastered. I just didn't equip the Avoid. That's so funny. Somehow, he's still alive. Oh, what the fuck? Why? Why would you randomly start moving? What the fuck? Oh my god. Well, it's over. I can now confirm that it is in fact over. Oh. Why did the Swordmaster have seal strength? I don't know. Ask the developers of this map. Why do you ask them while you're at it? Why the hell they made the spawners for the reinforcements at the bottom when the reinforcements are at the top? Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Can you do this? No. I mean, this could work. They have like a 34% chance to crit. I'm not risking that shit. What the fuck? Why is that guy going over this way? What are you doing? Stop that. Holy shit.
Closer to victory.
We yield! Yield! We were just following orders.
Okay. Now hopefully the shit will stop spawning. If our information is correct, we will stop getting shit on by infinite reinforcements. Man, I love infinite reinforcements. I tell you, if there's something that I like more than reinforcements, it's actually infinite reinforcements, because there's infinite of it.
Yes.
Haha, tricked you? That's so fucking over. It's so over, dude. Alright. Find out. Oh, it didn't spawn the sword person, so yeah. I suppose that was enough. No crit. Oh. Talisman gives like +2 resist or something? Yeah. Cool. Can't believe I remembered that. Just remember some Japanese man made this map exist. I wonder where he is in life now. Resistance does unironically help sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing. Byleth is kind of supposed to be tanky this run, so we might end up spending it on him. I don't know. We are just going to take our time, slowly moving everybody over. Oh my god. Leone is way the fuck back here.
Did the trick.
Move. I think we'll do the right side of the map first. That's what I feel comfortable doing. Man, what is up with all of these people having stat caps of 34? If you want to find out more. The reason why all of these characters have the cap of 34 is that it's known as the 34th rule. of a Fire Emblem. If you want to learn more, look up Rule 34 Fire Emblem. You can find out why the devs made the stat cap 34 for a bunch of random units.
Thanks.
We're just waiting in a big death ball. Did you rule 34? Yeah, you'll figure out why he has 34 resistance. It was a design decision. You're not joking, right? By the way, just to confirm, like it is. They do actually have a cap of. Thank you for the head pad. They do actually have a cap of 34. Like this, it wasn't a bit. Like you're just you. They do actually. Oh, Petra is running out of bows to shoot. Petra's like, what the fuck is this? What do you mean? Come on. Why? Like, there's no way, right? Like, why would they do that? They cap it at 34, specifically. Like, what could they have possibly meant by this? What could they have possibly meant by capping it at 34? Like... Oh.
Appreciate it.
Casper also has 34 res cap. What the fuck? Damn, that's crazy. The Fire Emblem 34th rule. It does really apply to, like, look at all of these people that it applies to. Is there anyone that this subject doesn't apply to? Oh man, I don't know. See, I want to alert stance here. The question is whether or not anyone can actually hit the Swordmaster. Because, I don't know, I get the feeling that I'm just gonna die. Shamir and Alois have a 34 res cap. Why did they do this? Like, why? Why'd they do it? Why did they do it? No, you gotta ask yourself, like, why did they do this? For what reason could they have possibly chosen 34 exactly? You know, what possible reason could they have done that? You know? What completely actually normal reason could they have done that? Okay. Are you here? Do you think I actually need to, like, steal a bow from another person? Leonie can hand off some bows. Let's give you this and a silver bow.
Not bad at all.
All these characters also share the res cap with magic, so they all have 34 magic cap. Darn. Wait, they didn't actually? Who is correct in this sense? Who actually has the right number here? Were you misreading the... Were you actually just misreading it? Oh my god. So you're telling me Panda just had 34 on the bind. That's what you're telling me. Honestly, listen, like, I can't blame you. I can't blame you. I would also be hallucinating that Shamir has 34 resistance cap. Like, I would, you know, yeah, that's just something. Yeah, I also, listen, 33, that's just 34. 36, that's 34. It's always 34. That's my brain too, it's okay. I understand what it's like for the brain to just think 34 all the time. I'm not gonna lie, a little based. Kind of based. Blair is sort of based. Hey, did you know that archer had advantage and I had an opportunity to just lose the run right there because Petra gets counterattacked? Incredible. How do I do it? How do I manage to put myself into almost dying every time? I know how I do it. This map was massive, by the way. Hilda's magic cap is 36. Not 34, huh? So you're telling me that if I look up the rule 34, the 34th rule of Fire Emblem, I won't find anything about this game. Sorry to break the magic. No, it's great that you checked it. Otherwise, I would have continued this bit for like... I unfortunately would have continued this bit for the next like 5 streams. Now I can't make Fire Emblem Rule 34 bits anymore. You know what? No, actually, I am upset about it. You ruined it for everybody. All I wanted to do was talk about Fire Emblem Rule 34, and now I can't. Because there's no contextual reason to do it. What a shame, honestly.
So sorry.
Okay, actual question though, does anyone have a stat cap of 34? Is there any character that actually does just happen to have like a random stat cap of 34? Because that'd be really funny to me.
Thank you.
I like how the dancer has a drawback. When would I ever use that? There's probably a reason. Oh, I guess if we're using someone as a wall. Oh, this might actually be a problem. Because that's a lot of guys. Dance that ass back. The only thing that I could think of is if you want to use the person in front of you as a wall. Like, you need the blocker in front of you. So you need to bring both you and the blocker back a space. That, like, kind of makes sense to me. As far as I see, 35 is the lowest stat cap. Damn! See, but that's the funny thing, is that if everything was mostly 35, like capped at 35, it would be especially funny if someone... They just did a stat cap of 34 for, like, one person. That would be incredibly funny. Unfortunately, they did not. It'd be very funny, though. Okay. So here's the problem, is that these people... I can't... I don't know if Ferdinand can dodge them. And we also can't really get in range. So... unless there's some other way we can do this, I think we just need to throw Ferdinand at it and hope he doesn't die. Which is not how I want to play this, but I don't think there's any other way we can do it. So... Strength cap 34 Lysithea will never exist. Well, I suppose not. Because the devs made it 35. Her strength cap is 35. She's not that frail. Yep, I think I just need to throw Ferdinand at it. Order cap is 30? Oh my god! Wait, that's even lower. That's so funny. Alright. Let's hope you don't die there, buddy. Oh, Marianne is also 30? It's very, very low strength. Holy fuck, it triggered everybody. This is actually probably too many units for me to deal with. Oh my god, it actually moved the entire group. This is really bad. Like, this is super bad. Just kidding, we have a tactic? Baltus has 69 defense? That's really funny. And of course, our favorite physical attacker, Dorothea. Oh no. Dorothea has a strength cap of 30. That makes sense and is kind of funny. Doesn't kill them. The no crit on the double 78%, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hembo Baltus strikes again. 69, baby. Okay. Let's run everyone else out of range. We're just gonna run the fuck away. Tactical retreat.
Amazing.
Literally knitting right now to a row limit of 35, not 34. Needed the one extra stitch. A 69 speed cap. Jesus. I do find it funny that, like, the actual reason is probably because, like, 35 is very close to, like, a third of 100. Or, like, it's probably a breakpoint stat for, like, a lot of the endgame stuff. So probably like 69 defense lines up somewhere with like the expected physical attack of a late game encounter, right? Like that's the actual reason. It's just, you know, if that number happened to be 34. See, this is the thing. Now, if I ever work on like a game where I need to like do stat balancing, I just want to make it so that, like, the stat caps happen to be, like, 34 or 69. Or, like, 42. And then it's going to be like, wow, why are these stat caps so random? It's just like... Because the dev that worked on the game is a fucking freak. Because they're actually a freak. That's why. Boston's game is balanced to shit, but funny number amount. No, see, that's the thing, is you can't make it obvious, right? Like, all the numbers obviously need to work, right? But it just so happens that, like, you know, what, you're like one balancing number off to make it 34? Like, what's the difference between 35 and 34? Like, there's basically no difference. Basically no difference.
Display.
That's really strange. The only stat caps by anyone lower than 35 is in strength and magic. Every other stat stops at 35. You're a freak! You're a freak! Well, yeah, because strength and... So this is the thing, right? Like, that's what I assumed. Like, strength and magic are the attacking stats, right? Like, those are the stats that you deal damage with. Right? So, like, anyone who needs to... Like, anyone who's not a physical attacker will have a stat lower than 35. Right? The most embarrassing cap is Lysithia's HP cap, 48. Just fragile looking ass. Sorry, I've how do I even explain this? Bad joke? In joke? It's not even really an in joke. I don't know, I feel like I say the phrase ass looking ass. Like, you stupid ass looking ass looking ass, stupid. It's just like repeating the same word for no reason.
You're relentless.
And that's that is the bad joke that no one needed to know. Stupid ass looking ass. Thunderbrand wielding ass looking ass. Oh man, I'm gonna walk up to this archer and punch the shit out of him. It's gonna be great. Okay.
Back to the fray.
Let's just see if Ferdinand can punch him. Actually, no, Seth needs XP. So we're gonna have Seth fly in there and probably do damage. Constance has 42 luck. Do you think they actually took the 42 for a reason? Do they have close counter? Do not have close counter. So Ferdinand, punch him first.
What do you want?
I want this map to be over. Oh shit, I double crit them on like a 10.
Noble and stealing his
That's
treasure.
crazy.
Father, no! So we were too late after all.
Damn, well, I guess he's dead. Yo, relax, Ferdinand. He was just your dad. Lance of Zoltan. Okay. Is that even good? Shield. Negates critical hits. Restores HP every turn. That's kind of cool. You're so unlikely to hit the cap in any way, so having the attacking stats be non-standard really doesn't really do anything and just throws away order for no reason. Throws away order for no reason. Well, again, like, the use case is actually if...
Yes?
If you do cap out on the stat.
I don't know what to say. About your father, I mean.
No, it is all right. Some part of me was expecting this.
But I guess, like, you are kind of right. You wouldn't necessarily balance for the extremes of a stat cap. Like, that's true. Like, it's not really practical. But, like, maybe they chose the number in a theoretical sense, right? Where it's like, well, you know.
I do not know what happened in Hrim territory, but I am sure he got what he deserved. You knew more about it, you said? Maybe you can tell me everything later.
Cool. That map was crazy.
I can tell you what I know.
It was very, very long.
Please do.
You know about the Hurim Rebellion, right?
I don't.
Of course. The rebellion started when Emperor Ionius IX tried to consolidate power. The Hrim family tried to split off from the Empire and join the Alliance. Working with House Lyria, they raised an insurrection. The Empire suppressed it.
I never doubted your victory. Sorry, hold on a second. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. We're scrolling up. We're scrolling up. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Did you remove the message? Did you scroll up and remove your own message? I'm getting a vision from the future. You're going to lose. All right, hold on a second. Hold on a moment. Hold on. Hold on 2 seconds. All right, here we go. All right, let's save that. This is, Unicron Shame. That's what we're gonna call this. We're gonna call that that. We're gonna open this. We're gonna delete this. We're gonna delete this. We're gonna, okay. All right, hold on a second. Let's just, okay, properties. Let's browse. All right, let's open that. All right, cool. All right, let's just, okay. All right. I need to use the bathroom. I'm gonna be right back. And we're back. Have we all internalized? Have we all understood? Do we see why this message is wrong now? It's because you doubted me for even half a second. I'm used to being humiliated, but this is very mean. Oh my god. Jesus. Yeah, you're probably into that. You sicko. Who would like being wrong? Realistically. Literally putting your achievement on the fridge. Yes, exactly. We're gonna put it on the next schedule. It's just gonna be there. It's gonna be on the next schedule. I'm going to post a new schedule, even though I haven't posted one in like 4 months. Just so that I can put that on the picture. My favorite interaction with stat caps is that a few units have HP caps above 100. And so you don't necessarily get fully healed by an elixir. Oh, that's funny. That's actually funny because that reminds me of, like, you know, the crazy powerful synthesis skill that you get at the end of Metaphor? Like, I just assume that doesn't actually kill Luis. You know what I mean? Like, he probably has more HP than that. So you can't just use it. I mean, maybe. Maybe we actually need to save up for that. We're just gonna grind. We're gonna grind relentlessly so that we can use the skill. Just for fun, I think. We're gonna relentlessly grind Magla. Yeah, we'll see if we can do it first, but then, like, maybe I'll do it off stream just to see. Bust out the meme. Okay. So yeah, they were talking about the rebellion of Hrim and something. I don't know, Ferdinand's dad is dead, something like that.
And then a puppet leader was installed in the Hrim territory. House Lyria was tasked with handling the actual governance of the region. Seeing this, the nobles feared that the Empire would assume total control. That's when the 6 great noble families chose to wrest power from Ionius IX.
That's right. The Insurrection of the Seven. I've always wondered why it was called Seven when there were only 6 noble families.
It was the 6 great noble families, plus Hrim.
How vexing. Either way, events unfolded shortly thereafter.
Oh, does it actually cost that much MP? That's a lot of MP. My dad is a piece of shit, but I love him. Yeah, sorry. I'm not fully understanding what's happening. So, there was a rebellion. These people tried to join the Alliance. Welcomeburg. What do they mean? I'm just gonna look this word up. What does insurrection actually mean? A violent uprising against an authority or government. Okay. I only know the magic card. Yeah, like 5 triple red. Yeah. The Empire suppressed it. And then a puppet leader was installed into Hrim. House Lyria was tasked with handling the actual governance of the region. Seeing this, the nobles feared that the Empire would assume total control. That's when the 6 great noble families chose to wrest power with Ionius. What was this again? 6th? 11th? I don't remember. 9th. 1 before 10. Ferdinand's dad was blamed taxes and laws. Wait, what? People killed him despite the fact the fake uncle was the problem. Oh, I see. So his dad actually did nothing wrong. And it was just like the fake leader person who was doing crazy stuff behind the scene.
Are you aware of how Duke Ire was ruling the Harim territory? He imposed harsh taxes upon the people, much harsher than on his own, making their lives very challenging. People fled their homes in droves to the neighboring Ordelia territory, but they were sent back from where they came. The Empire was occupying Ordelia territory as well, as it turned out. Issues were further complicated when Duke Ire fell from power. Ire was dismissed from his position, only to be replaced by Lord Arundel.
Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire.
Correct. And he imposed even heavier taxes on the people, squeezing them painfully dry. The people were conscripted for duty. Any who opposed were killed on the spot. Lord Arundel did this in the name of Duke Ire.
What?
Your father was by no means a great ruler, but it was Lord Arundel who stoked the fury of the people and directed that fury at your father.
I see.
Duke Ire is not perfect, but he's not the villain in this.
Lysithea, thank you for telling me all of this. I am embarrassed to say I had no idea. I see now that it was not his fault, but he did go along the wrong path and place a burden on his people. He can no longer atone for what he did, so I will have to. I need to go think about what I will do after the war, how I will make up for my father's mistakes.
Nothing helps deep thought like sweets.
Sure.
Sweets, they help you think. Perhaps you should find some for us.
I see. If I find some, I will be sure to let you know.
Listen, Poi, I wasn't going to mention anything about the getting squeezed dry. I saw it. I saw it. My brain activated. I wasn't going to say anything. But yes, they did, in fact, use the wording. They made the mistake to talk about getting squeezed dry. Yes, that is correct. Baltus almost became a test subject like Lysithea and Edelgard, but that's a minor side note. Wait, what? Really? That's crazy. I was gonna say, what's the, what are the numerals for 21? Do you remember the XXI night of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders. Okay, we have one more battle, which we should actually do because we are not, we don't have money. We need money, guys. I don't want to tell this to you. Castle Lyria is broke. We need money. It's fucking over. Oh boy. $40, huh? I was forced to learn Roman numerals as punishment. Weird punishment. Did you know that you needed to know Roman numerals for music? For classical theory, Roman numerals were used for chord progressions and chord symbols. Are all of your bows still broken? Yes. This is correct. I will fix them. Which, just to be clear, I'm pretty sure they broke in that combat. So, like... I just went through all of my everything that combat, basically. I knew Roman numerals before learning music, so I never thought about that. Yeah, they're used for like the 5 chord. The dominant. The dominant chord, as opposed to the subdominant chord. The subdom, don't you know? Infinite reinforcements, yay! Yeah, I know, right? I want to write a program to convert our numbers to Roman numerals. This is what my life has become? Oh no. I'm so sorry, my friend. I still don't have any gold! Oh my god. It's so over for me. It's so over. Oh my god. No. Well, I mean, let's give you the shield. That's your crest. Cool. I don't even know if that's good, but we'll try it. Did I? I didn't see that I had gold bars. That's why I was scrolling. Ah, here we go.
Is that the one? Thanks
We
so
can
much.
repair 1 bow. Let's go. Let's do it. I mean, maybe I don't need to repair Lysithia's bow yet. Well, I think this is cheaper. I can repair exactly 2 killer bows. Let's go. I cannot. I do not know how to do math.
Come back.
Yeah, we're just gonna get in there. $34 gold away. We weren't. Were we actually? Were we exactly 34 gold away? Like actually exactly 30. Oh my god, that's crazy. Everywhere I go, I see their face. It's the big 34.
I do this for all of us.
What's my strategy?
Had 1226, needed 1260. It's just everywhere I go. It's 34 all the way down.
Amazing. Guide me well.
Wow, that's terrible. How do I do damage to you and not kill you so that Setheth can come in and do the damage? And take the final kill.
Maybe it's
The arena would unironically be a good source of money, that's just sad. I mean... I'm pretty sure we skipped over 1 combat, and then we have been regretting it ever since. Excuse me. Why does everyone suck at murder? What do you mean?
Sally forth. Oh, thank you.
Like, they can't actually kill one of the people? Wait, did I already dance? Wait, who did I dance for? Oh, I danced for... That was a mistake.
Sally forth.
I literally just did not dance for the right unit. That's funny. I think I was thinking that I needed to,
What's my strategy?
like, have someone weaken this person. Okay, can
Follow
we
your example.
fucking relax with this shit, please?
Ready for anything.
Oh my goodness.
Guide me well.
Forgot this army is complete garbage to Blue Lions. Blue Loins is a choice. You like blue loins? Was the blue loins run really good?
My orders?
Wasn't our Blue Lions
Let's
run
make
literally
this quick.
just like the Dimitri show?
I'm awake.
Like, I'm pretty sure our Blue Lions run was just the Dimitri show.
What's my
Featuring
strategy?
Dimitri. Yeah, that's just Blue Lions in a nutshell. That makes sense. I would say that that's
I do this for
accurate.
all of us.
What's Golden Deer then? I don't know. Lysithia is the weapons platform, like... She's that in every run, but the thing is in Golden Deer you just get Lysithia. The Magic Hilda show, because Claude is mid. I thought Claude gets like the thing. The one combat art that's like you get like one invuln or dodge or something. I think I didn't remember that for a little bit, and then I was reminded. Oh no! No, this is maybe kind of bad.
I will prevail. Good form.
Slight mistake. Wind God is cool, Fallen Star is okay,
More
I
fighting.
guess. I don't know what Wind God is. I don't remember that one. But I thought Fallen Star was like you dodge the next thing. Oh yeah, I remember why I remember that, because it was an engage. You get the dodge and engage. Also, why does Claude need a haircut? His hair is like going up, right? Wait, I just realized something. Hold on a second. Okay, never mind. I thought Claude, for some reason, the hair that I pictured in my head for Claude was like it went up, right? Like kind of like a king hat, but it doesn't. King hat, like a crown, you dumbass. I thought it looked like a crown, but no, it's relatively normal looking. It's not some crazy anime hair. Well, the Lance of Zoltan is already broken. Very cool. Fallen Star was good because Maddening mode just makes it a way to not get targeted at all on enemy phase than for its intended purpose. Oh, if you're like 100%, do they just don't target you at all? Kind of like when you have 100% dodge chance, they just don't target you. That's actually kind of interesting. I'll keep that in mind for when we actually get there. It's basically just the assassinate passive. Oh shit. Oh shit, I can't draw back. Oh shit. Warp. Let's get you out of there. Okay. I don't like his sideburns. Also, I don't really like yellow in general, so I'm not a fan of the outfit, and he's annoying. I see. Yeah, I think you mentioned you didn't like Stroll's jacket either, which is yellow. Don't really like deers either. I feel like I don't feel strongly about deers. But there is one skill in Dungeon Fighter that's like an antler attack. It's like a spirit deer, and it just goes... It's actually... It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. It's too bad it's not used because it's a like level 30 skill. Something like that. Called Ancient Deer. That is the one deer I like. Actually, I guess Kirins are kind of like deers. In the, you know, in the green woman sense.
Your timing's spot on.
What level is Setheth? Still 32. Not... The Setheth will catch up eventually, I swear. Have you heard of Berwick Saga, which is Fire Emblem for insane people? Wait, isn't Fire Emblem already Fire Emblem for insane people? I thought the entire point of Maddening was that it was Fire Emblem for insane people. Because, you know, when you're not executing too hard on the game mechanics, Maddening would be one bumpy ride. Oh, this was only 35 to hit. Whoopsie.
Have I earned no reprieve? Guide me well.
Ready for anything.
I do this for all of us.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this game. What is it? Tell me more.
Sally forth!
What's my strategy?
Oh, I don't know what to do here. It's awkward. I suppose I can shoot this guy. Kaga, a person. He left after Fire Emblem 5 sold poorly, then made Tear Ring Saga and then Berwick Saga. Hexagon Fire Emblem. Ah. Damn, that's kind of sad.
Thanks.
That's really too bad.
I'm awake.
Because what was the
My
speech at the Game Awards?
Back
I
to
think
the
it was
fray.
by like the
I owe you.
Larian CEO. If I'm remembering correctly. I'm really bad with details, or at least I don't know if I am bad with details or if I just, you know, just always feel like I'm gonna get details wrong. Which is that it's like, oh yeah, the next game of the year is gonna be one that, you know, the devs want to play. Like the only indicator is, which honestly I believe in. Like I feel like I was given a lot of perspectives on like target audience and stuff like that, but genuinely I feel like the best indicator is like this game's really fun. I think other people will want to play it. So like that's a good compass for someone who actually likes games and is making games. Obviously, if you don't like games and you're trying to make games, then like you will need another compass. But like someone who's passionate about making games, then a good indicator is like, well, yeah, this game is fun. Like, I am playing this game, and I think this game is fun. So I guess what I'm saying is that, like, you know, this person, Fire Emblem didn't sell well, and then was like, no, but I want to keep making Fire Emblem. So it's like kind of sad, right? I guess the wraparound, or the wrap back, was that, like, oh, it's sad that, you know, this person who probably felt strongly about the game that they were making, you know, like, they did think it was fun, but unfortunately that maybe didn't resonate with people. Which one was 5, by the way? I'm curious. Which one was 5, and, you know, what happened in it? Why do we think why do we think it didn't do well? Nintendo sued him for copyright for Tear Ring Saga? Why? What did they do? Fire Emblem 5 is Horatia 776, so I can't blame people for not buying it. What was the problem? It existed? What the fuck? Was it that bad? Like, what was the issue? I don't know what the deep lore is. I don't think I can deal, like, 2 damage to this guy. I can. That's, like, 2 damage, basically. It was literally 2 damage because I only had 1 durability. That's funny. Did I need to do more than 2 damage? I actually needed to do more than 2 damage. That's really funny to me. Well, I guess I'll die. It's really good no one bought it because it was on an old console at the time. I see. It was an experimental episodic game from 1997, and the methods to purchase it made it very rare. I see. Good, maybe, but it was also incredibly unfair on players unless they knew exactly what they were doing. I do love staff missing unless you had 10 skill on your healer. Yeah, see, these are the things where I go, like... you know... It's like, I want to so bad agree with the statement that it's like, well... if you like playing the game, then it should resonate with people, which isn't necessarily true, right? It's more like... I don't know if I've made this claim before, but it's like when you put something out in the world, like the people who are going to resonate with it are the people who are going to resonate with it. That is to say, like, this stream, for example, is a particular way, and there are probably people who enjoy it, and there are people who aren't going to enjoy it. And, like, I'm not exactly trying to pander or cater to people who probably wouldn't enjoy the base experience by adding other bullshit on top. Like, I'm just doing my thing. So you curate the group that wants to play the game, right? The unfortunate reality about that is that, I mean, like, what? Astrobot? Like, a 3D platformer that was... You know what I mean? Like, obviously people are going to want to play that. A 3D platformer with a cute mascot. Like, I think that's pretty... I wouldn't say that that's pandering, but I would also say it's relatively safe, you know? Like, it's not incredibly ambitious. It's like, do you enjoy playing Astrobot? I mean, I guess. So does everyone else who's been playing Mario for the last, like, 20 years. So if you make a game that's, like, crazy, then, you know, the people who it's going to resonate with are crazy people. This is where I say the name of some, like, random 18-plus game, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, you know, the people who are going to play this random 18-plus game are, like, the... are the people who are going to play that. You know? So, yeah, the people who enjoy that genre are going to play it, and they're going to be happy about it, but, you know, that doesn't mean it's Game of the Year material, despite the fact that both the developers and the people who want to play that game are really enjoying it. Yeah, and then sometimes you get games that are like Fear and Hunger, right? Where it's just like clearly like the required brain power to make such a bizarre experience is just very fascinating to people, and then they get really into it.
Tell me.
Sleep status sets your stats to 0 and unmounted you for you to get your units kidnapped? What the fuck? What the hell? I like crazy movies, and it's always sad when people say their shit, specifically because it was too weird. Personal taste is obviously a thing, but something isn't necessarily bad because you don't like it. Yeah. Like, I think the heart of what the person was trying to say, right, was that, like, you know, focus on the thing that is supposed to make your game likable rather than feature bloating it. Or, like, adding microtransactions. So, which is, you know... If you focus on why the game is good, and not about microtransactions, like... Yeah, something can be bad even if you like it. Yeah, I think the heart of the statement is more... You know, try to focus on what you like about the game, and that'll hopefully resonate with people who... like something similar. Like, could you imagine if, like, this stream experience was just me constantly shilling membership? And I'm like, man, Unicorn and Panda aren't membered? What's wrong with you guys? And I just, like, said that every time that, like, I saw someone who wasn't membered. And then I'm, like, pushing you to member thing. It's like, that's terrible. First of all, it's, like, completely against my, what's it called? Not standards. What's the term? My beliefs, right? They're like completely unrelated. Right? Values, yeah, it's like completely against my values, right? But it's like the same thing to me. It's like I'm curating a particular experience, and then if I'm like, well, the thing is, like, if I just shame everyone who comes into chat, then, like, maybe it's possible that I will actually get more memberships that way. It's possible. But then I curate, you know, a bunch of people who are shamed into memberships, which is more like a gacha game. It's like, guys, I made a gacha game, so the audience that I curated are a bunch of people who want to roll on gacha and then lose. Don't shame me for my little member. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Your kidnapped units would show up in a side mission in the late game once, meaning if someone is kidnapped in Chapter 9, you wouldn't see them for a long time. That's terrible. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of basic principles of modern game design that, you know, do hold some merit. Which is simply a matter of observing and then knowing. But the observation part is important, right? Like, loss aversion is a thing. We can see it. It exists. I don't need to tell you loss aversion exists. All I need to do is, like, give you something and then take it away from you. And then it's like, well, I mean, that'll make people feel bad. Or you can be like, why do... Is this lost? Shit, I don't know how to do the... I don't know how to remake it. What's it? It's like... It's something like this. Can you do no break spaces? I don't actually know. Well, that's how it works. Hold on a second. It's something like that. Oh yeah, I guess underscore works better. Double spacing did not work, I see. Yeah, I suppose not. Got my Pegasus Knight kidnapped in the mid-game. I forgot she existed until the side mission. That's pretty funny. I remember on Tabletop Simulator, I imported, like, cards, right? You wouldn't download a cardboard. And then I put Lost as the sleeves. Real bad. Consider it my duty the world with... I consider it my duty to gift the world with innovations and magic, but my designs rarely have utility in battle. How do I overcome my weakness in this area in your view? I mean, this is what I would honestly say, which is that... I mean, if you want me to answer your question, like, probably this, right? Like, you could practice in the field that you are weak in and then, you know, figure something out. But this is what I want to say. It's like, where did the expectation of your things needing to be useful in battle come from? But I imagine having, like, a, you know, pragmatic answer is maybe better. I don't know.
I grasp it.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense. This magic fleshlight isn't useful in battle. Useless. Ooh, oh, man. Portals is definitely a tag. Those are definitely, it's definitely something. What does that mean?
We will.
What is that supposed to mean, Panda?
I'd never have learned this.
Growth still a long way to.
Oh, like she wouldn't be able to use the fleshlight? Well, as I was just saying. As I was saying. You do it the other way around. It's you do it it's the different way. You just when the so I'm gonna we're gonna just oh boy. Okay, let's explore. Let's see if we can make it through the exploration phase, and then
Professor,
I guess I could just save exploring for tomorrow. We're at the 2-hour mark, right? Then I can do exploring tomorrow, and then I can do... We can start up with the story map the day after, or next week. The question is, do I want to grind the progress to a grinding halt? Is that what I would like to do? Kind of, a little bit, yeah. We finished the map we were on.
no.
Incredible. Grinding? Well, yeah, it's like I would do the grinding off stream. Like, we're... Basically, there's talking to people. Right?
Hello.
And supports. But these usually takes, like... It could take longer. What supports do we have? I don't remember if we've seen... I think we've seen the Constance one. I don't know if we've seen the Marianne one.
Is there some...
Well,
It ought to...
I...
Have you forgot? If you weren't...
Oh, not...
I
Precisely.
do remember those. Almost done.
Are you enjoying this lovely...
Marianne, do you have a moment?
I actually don't remember if I've seen this.
Oh, Ferdinand. What do you need?
I have been thinking about what you said.
I didn't mean to upset you. You should just ignore me and...
You misunderstand. It is not that you upset me. Honestly, you mystify me. You are a noble, and yet you do not wish to be one. Is that not so? I did not expect to hear that from the daughter of Margrave Edmund.
But I'm not actually his daughter. He's a distant relative. We share very little of the same blood.
I do remember this, actually.
But still, you come from a noble lineage, do you not?
Oh, no.
And it's like,
I'm just
you're
a noble from the
a noble.
countryside.
Minor though it may be.
Why do you not want to be a
you were
noble?
born into a noble family.
You were
which
born into a
means
noble
you are
family.
noble
It's like,
too.
man,
We did
Ferdinand,
not choose to become nobles.
please.
We were born into the nobility.
I understand.
Ferdinand, why are you
That's
so
why-
dumb?
Why I said I don't care to be responsible. I had no say in the matter.
Marianne,
My parents and I have suffered because of this bloodline and
Man, I
quest.
love Marianne's capelet.
Even so, I am prepared to do what I must, as the daughter of a noble family. But to be told that's still not enough, I just...
Noble equals you are not an introvert.
I see. I will not pretend to understand. But you should try to calm
Noble
down.
means you are a
Certainly
golden
things did
retriever,
not turn out the way
according
you
to
had hoped.
Ferdinand.
But the conditions are such that...
The conditions? Those will never change. There's nothing to do but give up. Please just leave. Ignore me.
Wow, thanks,
There will be
Marianne.
no
I appreciate.
convincing you. Very well. I will go.
Oh, goddess.
Ferdinand
Why did
is
you
a
curse me
bee.
with such suffering.
No, he's a golden retriever. What else do we have? I don't think we saw Catherine's.
These ones look
Catherine's are new.
good. I probably shouldn't pick...
Ah, Marianne.
Oh, yes. I found
we
which
seen this?
vegetables are ripe and ready. But would you mind picking them for me?
See, you've mistaken me for someone who sticks his hands in the dirt.
I'm just afraid that if I touch them... Well...
Oh, I see. You're afraid everyone who eats them will suffer bad luck.
Yes, it's true. I wouldn't want anyone else to suffer because of me.
Marianne, that's simply not the way the world works. You see...
Yeah.
Oh, forget it.
Well,
Tell
you
me
see,
which one's
you're...
Thank you so much,
Oh,
Lyrilyte.
man. Marianne, I don't know how to tell you
Help.
this. Your cognitive
Jeez.
distortions are not real.
You'll have to carry them yourself, so take them straight in, okay?
Allow me to explain this to you.
Oh, actually, before
The
I
things
go,
that are said
do
to
you mind
your...
if I ask you a question?
He's crest-splaining!
Isn't it more the case your crest brings happiness rather than bad luck?
Happiness? I don't understand.
Yes, happiness. Because your crest is so rare. It excites my mind and, well, if not for your crest, we might never have met. And I feel
Oh,
that
this
would be
is so
tremendous.
nice.
Backbreaking as it was, I enjoyed today. I'm quite happy right now, and it's due entirely to your crest.
Oh.
I suppose so when you put it that way, but
It's a huge breakthrough to know that your crest causes happiness instead of bad luck. I'd love to study it thoroughly, but only if you'd agree.
Cognitive distortions? Haven't heard that in a
I
while.
just want to find a way for your crest to bring you happiness too.
I hear cognitive
sorry,
distortions
I
every
can't.
day.
I have to decline.
I understand. May I ask one more thing though? Could you please hand me one of those vegetables?
I don't think that's a good idea, but if you insist.
Thank you, Marianne. I think this looks like a very lucky vegetable.
It's a really good but niche joke. I don't know if I understand. Are you saying my cognitive distortions are niche? If your crest has bad luck, then touch me. Yes, just literally touch of death me,
About
please.
Thunderbrand.
I said my position would not change. Go home. You're not getting your hands on Thunderbrand.
I was not asking to.
Man.
Stop being so overprotective.
Linhart just like wants to touch Catherine's sword so bad.
Oh, so you're nagging about something else. Just so you know, constant badgering isn't a very attractive quality.
I would appreciate it if you would use Thunderbrand somewhere that I might observe it in action. Since you have denied me the simplest path to my enlightenment, I decided instead that I should closely observe the relic in use.
Linhart, the hero's relics aren't showpieces. I only use Thunderbrand when I need its power. I won't waggle it around for your entertainment. You know, even though it's compatible with my crest, it still takes its toll on me. Every time I use it, it wears away at my soul. Not that you'd understand.
That's kind of
Of
cool.
course I don't understand.
Hero relics
I've
give
never
cancer.
used it.
Apparently.
Watch your tone.
Thunderbrand is a
Remember
sword,
who you're
right?
talking
Yes.
to.
Why are you so unwilling to let me study?
That's why I'm
Thunderbrand
saying, like,
in
Lynn
any
just
manner?
wants to
I used
see
be a true
Catherine's sword
crest
so bad.
scholar. Learning all there is to know about the hero's relics is my duty.
And that's
I
respectable.
learn a great deal by using a relic myself, even if that did mean endangering my life, yet you deny me the opportunity. Scholars who will not endanger their lives in pursuit of knowledge are worthless.
Scholars should be willing to lose their lives?
In a word, yes, which makes it all the more frustrating that you refuse my attempts at study. But I can't seem to convince you, so just forget all about it. Your bullheadedness wins the day, Catherine. I'll go ask someone else. If only I could use the sword of the Creator. But without a crest stone, it won't respond. I wonder how it is that the professor can use it. The only explanation that makes any sense is...
Lynn, they're standing right there.
He wants so badly to study crests, he'd risk his own life. That's impressive. I underestimated your tenacity, Linhart. But I have to protect you from yourself.
Okay. Ah, Setath.
Here's your book of fables.
Should be
you let
new.
me set it. It was so interesting to learn all about Saint Indec that I read it cover to cover in one sitting.
Impressive. I'm glad you
Big
enjoyed it.
turtle.
What's this sticking out between the pages?
Oh
Is
no.
this an illustration?
No,
Oh
nothing
no.
like that. I must have stuck it in there and forgotten. Just, give it back, please.
Are
Cute
you
turtle.
certain this was accidental? It quite fits the descriptions in this chapter. Ah, I see.
You included an illustration where you thought the visual would be helpful.
No, not at all. I was just fooling around.
It's just like to think that it's like
And I forgot to take it out before.
it's just big turtle with like a smiley
It really is
face.
a lovely drawing, you know. Now that I've seen it, the book would feel incomplete without it. But who is this man next to Saint Indec? I can't help but notice he bears a resemblance to me.
Oh, that's Saint Keyhole. The book describes him as one of Saint Indec's closest friends. I got the feeling he was a very serious man, but also really kind. You know, like you. So that probably explains the, resemblance.
Yes, we are very
I
similar.
never would have expected to be a reference model for Saint Keyhole.
Yeah,
Curious ambivalence.
it's very a furious violence. Oh
No,
my
what I
god.
meant to say is that I am both flattered and a little embarrassed to be portrayed in this way. Perhaps it is because, in my study of him, I feel like I've also become a friend to Saint Indec. Records show that Saint Indec and Saint Keyhole worked together to achieve great things. If possible, I would like it if the two of us could similarly combine our efforts.
Who's gonna tell her?
How do we figure into this?
We each bear their respective crests, do we not? One might also say that just as I am this book's author, you are now its illustrator. So why don't you do some more illustrations? And color them as well. We'll add them to the book.
You really want me to? I don't know if I'm good enough for something like that.
Setup, master of subterfuge, keeping his cover. Why did you draw me? Does she know too much? Like pulling out axe? She knows too much. It's time for violence. Are they reincarnations or something? Game implies that like all the time. My understanding is that Sedeth is literally Saint Keyhole. Like Rhea is literally Saint Seros. Which I wasn't sure about. Like, they implied it extremely heavily, but they never confirmed it. And then it's like, no, actually, Rhea is literally that person. Yeah, because Sedeth, Flane, and Rhea are all dragon people. So they have lived forever. So, like, Flane is, which one is Flane? She's Saint something, rather. The fish one. It's the saint that likes fish. Wow, and it's crazy. It's like Flane really likes fish. But yeah, I understand, yeah, Sethaline. It's like, I understand that they were very on the nose. Yeah. And then I'm like, I can't tell if they're just, you know, if they're memeing it up, if they're hamming it up. It's like, no, literally, like, when they said Rhea is literally Saint Seros, I was like, okay, well, I mean, sure. I just wasn't sure. I'm like, okay. You never know. It was a reincarnation thing. Is the player's mom a dragon? She also had green hair. I don't know. Probably, right? Because the idea is, Sothis, like, lived inside of your heart, right? Like, the goddess. Which, like, your heart came from Citri. Which means she was, like, Sothis question mark, kind of? I don't know. Is that... Now I'm talking out of my ass. Me being reminded Citri exists. Fun fact, the sport is not that romantic, but they do get married. You can talk to my wife if you can find her. What the fuck? There's an answer, but you've yet to see it. Oh, interesting! Okay, cool. Cool, okay, no spoilers, no spoilers. No spoilers. We'll find out. We'll see it in one of the runs, I suppose. Cool. Right, yeah, because I think you were all saying that there was something in the, like, in the Forbidden Library. There was, like, some of the texts that don't make sense to me yet. Because I don't have the story context for it, so... I think we've actually already seen this
I
one.
do.
I was thinking about the time we talked about our crests bringing bad weather.
Yes. We never did get to test that theory since I haven't.
I don't fully remember. They were talking about their crests before, and they were like, "Ah, rainy, like,
unique in how it impacts the bearer's life. I've seen more than my share of crest bearers, after all. Some of them bore crests of Karen like us. Some even bore crests of Gloucester.
Certainly, but I don't see your point.
I'm not a crest scholar. I don't know all the details. I have a knack for guessing a person's crest just by.
Wait, why the
looking at them.
bonk? Well, because I said ooh. Fair, I
Forgive me,
guess.
but do you have 2 crests?
Well?
You don't have to tell me. I mean, it shouldn't even be possible to bear 2 crests. So if you do have 2, you must be sitting on some major secrets.
It's nice to know that someone understands.
Yeah, I remember this was very
Of course.
cute.
Everyone has things they would rather not
Because
talk about.
Catherine was like, nah,
You
it's
know,
cool.
Catherine's not my real name. Maybe I'm an outlaw on the run from my homeland.
That can't be true, can it? Stop messing with me.
I was kidding, though who knows? Maybe there is some truth in it. My point is, no matter what secrets we're keeping, I'm still me, and you're still you. I do worry a little about you. You never seem to let your guard down around other people. That can't be easy. You know, it's...
Yeah, her name is
relax
Catherine,
once in a while.
not
I don't even
Catherine.
know the meaning of the word.
That's easy. Just gab with your friends about something pointless, and the stress will fade away. I'm always happy to chat, if you're interested.
Well, thank you. Why are you being so kind to me anyway?
I just feel a certain kinship with you. We both have crests of Karen, and we both have secrets we can't share with anyone.
I see. I will say I'm happy to have someone around who actually seems to understand me.
Good. You can feel comfortable with me. Since we have the same crest, we're basically sisters.
Aw, I really like that. Someone as wonderful as you is my big sister?
Well, don't you just say the cutest thing.
This was very
That's
cute.
my little sister for you.
Yeah, Cath Route. Out as an in, not Cath Root. Have we seen this?
Oh, hey Marianne.
I don't know.
Um,
But they're playing the Feels music.
I thought greenhouse duty was mine today.
Big sis Catherine?
doing?
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
It's just like, oh.
I'm sorry. You've been avoiding me ever since I lost my temper, haven't you? You're probably scared of me now. In the
Catherine's
moment,
great.
I was hurt. I'm sure you had good reasons to act the way you did. If you want me to leave you alone, I will. I promise. You've got nothing to fear from me. Leonie, I've watered all the plants, so I'm done here. I'll get out of your way. Wait! Huh? Hey, what is it? It's, I don't mean to bother you. I'm sorry for keeping you here. No, not at all. Thanks for keeping me. Honestly, I've been worried about you. If you ever want to talk about anything, just say so. I'll make time. I've been avoiding people for most of my life, so I'm not the best at speaking. I know it's hard. You've been through a lot, but it's worth the extra.
I feel like the
effort to talk to
camera
friends.
angle from
I
behind
make
makes that
everyone
very sad.
uncomfortable. I just don't know how to carry on
Oh.
the conversation. Hey, we're having one right now, and I'm telling you, I'm not uncomfortable. I'm actually really happy.
I'm not
So don't worry
uncomfortable.
about
I'm
it.
extremely
It's okay
uncomfortable.
to be quiet sometimes, but try to find a middle ground at least. Otherwise, you'll never get any better. Oh. As far as what to talk about, anything's good. Hobbies, things you like, a dream you had last night. Really, anything. Okay, then. I like this flower. I think it's nice. I think so too. Did you know that where I come from, those have a completely different color? Oh, I'd like to see that.
Great. Come visit my village someday. In fact, we should invite all of our friends. It'll be fun.
Oh, yes. That would be very exciting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really funny because I feel like conversations are very much like... How do you say? It's like... there are techniques. You could literally run a flowchart and probably like it'd be good. Right? But and I always think like, oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna be able to talk about. Like, I don't know what to talk about today. You know? So kind of similar to streaming, I'm just like, you know, I know sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about today. I have no idea. And then I get concerned that I won't, like, have anything to say. But... and then I'm always pleasantly surprised by the fact that I'll have something to say. It's like, wow, great, awesome. I think the one, like, actually practical, thing that I've ever been told was basically what Leone did. Which is that Marianne said a statement and was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Did you know? So it's like acknowledging what the person said and then adding literally anything. It's like, wow, Leone has friends. It's like, yeah, you know who doesn't have friends? Now you set up the self roast. And then you can just do that. I don't know. I think people, it's funny, I actually, last night, I noticed that I was talking to someone and, like, I was basically just nodding and saying, like, yeah, you know, I realized they just, like, kept going. I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know. I feel... The thing that I thought about was, like, oh, I wonder if they think I'm not listening to them. Like, you know what I mean? I just wondered about, you know, if you... Sometimes there's just, like, nothing really to add, right? Like, they're just telling a really long anecdote. So, like, I don't have to say anything. So I'll just, like, nod and say, like, yep, Like, yeah, Did you know? Yeah, Did you know that there's someone I know who's bad at carrying conversations? So I was thinking about that when I was, you know, nodding, and that it's not good. It's bad. I know, I always feel like whenever you put one of those things into practice, it's just like, you know, it doesn't... How do I say it? It's like the difference between understanding and, like, executing something, right? Like, when you draw a bunch of circles in order to draw a face, you're like, okay, well, like, I draw circles, so therefore I know how to draw a circle, and that's how I do it every time. And it's like, well, the circle helps you in all of these different ways, like setting up proportion, etc., and whatever, right? So, like, there's value, and if you understand what the value is, then that's more important than the actual thing itself. So... knowing that it's important to acknowledge what someone said, and then ideally, if they are not controlling the momentum of the conversation, then you have to add something, otherwise the conversation just kind of dies. So there's value in adding something, right? Which, actually, I guess there was a thing that I thought about recently. I don't know how recent this thought is, actually, but it was something along the lines of, I've heard people complain before, where they're like they'll say something like, oh, whenever I talk about something, it always, like, becomes about the other person, right? Like, this other person, like, they always make it about themselves. Like, what's wrong with them, right? Which I didn't, it's not that I didn't recognize it, but, like, I kind of questioned this statement, right? Because... for me, whenever you're talking about something, a very natural response is like, oh, that's a very interesting thing that happened to you. Like, how does that apply to me? If I say something that relates to what you were saying, and we both have like a shared experience, for example, or even like a shared experience with a different outcome, then like we relate. Like, we're sharing our experience to understand each other better. Where was I going with this point? I'm cooking something. I just need to remember what it was. Oh, yeah. That I was getting told about different response styles, basically. Welcome, Rance. Welcome. You're just in time for me to yap for the next 2 hours. Welcome. Different responses to things. And these were like classified into a few different buckets of like how people respond to things in general. I don't remember all of them, but I'll see what I can remember. One of them was like when you respond by asking more, right? Like there are different kinds, right? Like if you're responding and then you like ask a question about what they said, or you reiterate what they said, or like literally if you just say the thing back to them to confirm that you understand and you're listening to them, those are they're in like the classification of responses that are keeping the attention on the person who is talking to you. I bet what you're cooking has no seasoning, like your chicken. What do you mean by that? What is this going to be like some kind of like chicken thigh joke? Like do I need to like do this? Is this what you're asking for? You could have just asked. But yeah, so there was keeping the attention on the speaker, which is like reiterating or asking a question about something that person is saying, because you're prompting them to say more things. And then there's stuff like adding your own experience, and then there's like adding a comparison to yourself or the situation. And then there is diverting, like entirely. So sometimes if you'll say something random, like, I bet what you're cooking has no seasoning, and then I randomly think of, right, like, oh, I was going to order pizza for dinner tonight, right? It's like kind of related, but not really. Like, I'm not following the train of thought that the person was talking about. It could also be completely like not even related, right? So it's like I bet the thing you're cooking is shit. And it's like, oh yeah, for, like, I just remembered, for the Regicide run, we're probably going to pick it up on Tuesday. I think I'm aiming for like Tuesday, Thursday, maybe, I don't know. Thighs on screen deletes yapping retention. Come on. Listen, what? Do I need to like constantly do this? Does this help you? Nobody wants to see your chicken wings. That shit's 90% fat, and fat is delicious. It's great. That's the tasty part. Have you ever just like... I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to continue. Fat is delicious and squishy. Yes. Makes you just want to like... just like put your mouth on it. Okay. Alright, so... yeah, so there's a bunch of different response styles, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, there's a bunch of different ways that you respond to the way people are talking to you, which I like as a model of, like, conversation or communication. Right? Because that means, like if you're following a rule, that's basically, okay, reiterate and then ask a question or add anecdote. Right? Those are just classified within the response styles. And then it's like, well, like, conversation is this like kind of natural thing, right? It's not like respond every time, say yes and every time. You know what I mean? Which it basically is yes and principle, right? Like, acknowledge that is a thing you added to the scene. Also, this other thing. Yeah. I don't know. I think that the what is the term? Minutia. The minutia that people think about conversation, I think, is interesting. It is an interesting concept, which obviously you don't want to like overthink, but I think it's, you know, it's cool. Strict rules for conversation might make you feel rigid and afraid of breaking the rules and failing the conversation. Sure, yeah. I mean, I guess the thing is, it's like, rules help people who need something to fall back on. Right? So it's like, well, instead of these other things, I'm just going to, like, practice doing a particular thing. Also, like, practicing a rule can help. Like, I actually believe practice is very valuable. So, like, taking the opportunity to actively be like, okay, the next time I talk to this person, like, I'm just going to do this. And then see how it goes. And then I'll deviate when, you know, I need to. But I will try to at least say yes and one time. Like, it helps. Because then you can rely on that. The problem with, I guess, rules or fallback plans is that, like, they're not useful until you've practiced them enough, right? It's like the thing I said about note-taking, right? Where, like, note-taking won't be useful to you unless you do it in, like, unless you practice it enough within the context of how it is going to be valuable to you, right? So, you know. Also could, at least if it could for me, like, feel like you're focusing less on what's being said and more on holding the conversation. I feel it could for me. Yeah, exactly. So, the thing is, like, the conceit, I think the conceit of the yes and property, right? Like, reiterating, is that, like, you don't reiterate exactly. Like, you don't just repeat word for word what the person said, right? Like, the purpose of reiterating is to communicate that you understood what they said. So, you know, I would say something like, oh, well, you're saying, like, it would feel rigid to you, right? As Unicorn is saying, like, you're not really conversing, like, you feel rigid, right? Which is why I was explaining that, like, it's not about following the rule. It's trying to, like, find the truth in the rule while you're practicing it, right? Or, you know, I guess it's, like, not exactly what I was saying. The other half of what I was saying, which I also sort of believe in, is that, like, just practicing a rule in and of itself can be valuable to people. And they're kind of different, you know, like, you don't want to focus on too many things at the same time if you're, you know, you're actually trying to, like, make a change or something like that. I don't know. But for me, it's, I don't know, it is funny to me how I feel like I see a lot of these things in, like, would you say the exactness? It's like, I understand the value in the exactness of doing this thing. And, like, for example, I know that there are things that I've done that are, like, valuable to me, right? So, for example, like, one thing that I've done, right, which was sort of like a CBT exercise, was, like, noticing when there was, like, a negative thought in relation to something. And just being like, yep, that's a negative thought. Let's, like, question where that thought came from and then, like, do a formalized rule practice with that thing. And then while I'm doing it, it's like, well, it doesn't feel very good the first time you do it because you don't want to engage with it, right? But the nice thing is that after a certain amount of time, like, that thing that I kept being like, oh, that's, like, the thing. Well, I'm going to notice that thing. There it is again. This is how we got here. And this is how I got to that thing. And I don't really want to do that. And then eventually that, like, actually just started working. So it's like, well, great. It took probably, like, 2 years. And it's not immediately effective anyways. But hey, 2 years, slight reduction in negative thoughts, feels good, man. Only slight reduction. Winter still sucks. Yeah. It's like, I believe, I guess what I was saying was that, like, I believe some truth in it, but also that, like, practicality may vary, right? On any of these things, right? Whenever I believe a lot for practicing music and stuff, for example. Like, one of the big things that I believed in was I could give you as much knowledge as I have on how to fix the problem you're actually dealing with. Like, maybe what we actually need to do in this scenario is do like a cross under instead of like to change your hand position, right? But the actual important thing is being able to be aware of the fact that there is even a problem, and then taking the correct actions once you've noticed that there's a problem. So you're like, okay, well, there's a problem with this bar, and the problem that I have with this bar is I'm not playing like these things, and I want to change that, so I'm going to do this instead. Right? So some people just like can't, either they can't see it, or what is sometimes more common is like, they know that the problem is there, but they don't want to deal with it, so they don't like practice it because they have no hope of succeeding, basically. That's one reason. So they don't want to approach the problem. So my job was more to be like, no, there's a problem there. Like, is this the problem? Right? Like, let's try to verbalize or understand what we think the problem is, and then we'll tackle the problem along that axis. So in that sense, you're following like a rule, kind of. Is that what I was trying to cook? Is that what I was trying to say? Maybe. I don't know. I might just be yapping out of my brain right now. But yeah, it's like there's a difference between like practicing the understanding of the skill, just practicing the skill itself, and then also trying to recognize the context of when the skill is useful. These are all like different aspects of things that you can practice at the rule level if you want to, which I've done and I've found some value in. But also the usefulness of that thing will become emergent after you've felt the thing succeed one time. Like, the thing that's actually valuable to me is that, okay, well, if there was one point in time that, you know, all I had to do was basically be like, oh, well, that's a negative thought. And then, like, I did that for a couple years. Right? If that worked one time, then that means, well, like, for all these other things, like, I don't have to be concerned. Like, there's no concern. It's like, oh, well, this is like a relatively recurring negative thought. It's like, yeah, but I'm not concerned. Like, it's gonna... I just have to do the thing I did last time. It worked last time. Like, the thing that's gonna make it really difficult to fight off or stave off a negative thought is feeling like you're gonna have to deal with it forever. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Probably not. It has been literally proven to me. The hope that you get from it succeeding the first time is like, it just makes the buff like more OP. It's like you actually locked in the skill. You know what I mean? I'm at work tired as shit on 1.5 Red Bulls, and I got the general gist of what you're saying, so I don't think you're just yapping. Oh, I mean, like, sure. Oh, you mean like in relation to like yapping out of your mind? Yeah, sure. It's like, I don't know. This wasn't supposed to be this serious, by the way. Like, I wasn't, like, I'm not judging you, for example, Poi. I know you've discussed before that it's like, upholding a conversation is like relatively difficult for you. And I'm also not like suggesting you need to do anything, and I'm also not judging you for being that way. I just found, or like, the thing that I wanted to add on, interestingly, this came from a yes and, right? Literally, this entire conversation was propagated by a yes and. Is that it's like, yeah, I understand that it can be hard to converse with people. My experience has been that sometimes, you know, practicing a hard skill helps to deal with that, because you sometimes you can find value in it. I never got CBT until someone used it on me, not a joke. Yes, really influenced some positive change. Yeah, exactly. What's the bong for? What are you doing? Why is your avatar so up on the screen? Yeah, because we're yapping, we're trying to distract people with the thigh physics. So if I do this, the thighs jiggle around, and then you can be distracted. Because unfortunately, of the physics that I can show off on this model, this is This is what I've got, guys. I'm sorry. This is what I have. Clapping the thighs together. Yes. It's like I could do like this, like. Does that work? Did that work? Did that make sense to anybody? Did we do it? I want to say that that's an original joke, but I literally watched a Mint clip. I was about to say their past life. It's funny. Doesn't the femboy version have ribbon physics? I actually think so. Which one was that? I think it was this one. Well, that's the shorts. This one? No. This one? There we go. Maybe. Let's see. There's like very slight ribbon physics. Oh, also the top of the thing. It wobbles a little bit. It wobbles just slightly. Oh, I also just realized that's funny. I'm not going to comment on that, but I actually I kind of like this one. But it's like I kind of like it, but I kind of don't like it. You know what I mean? It's like a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. You really need to work on those thighs. There's no muscle definition, and they just jiggle all around. What? What's the problem? What do you think the problem with this is? What exactly? What is your issue with this? It's fucking... Why am I doing this? I need to stop. Alright. The thighs can be strong with a layer of fat over them. This is correct. This is true. I'm just gonna blindly say this is correct and true and not say anything else. Yeah, I feel like when I'm like this, it looks... It's kind of cute. Ribbon's kind of cute. Wait, what if I... That's moderately cute. I feel like... It's sad that I never added the second bangs. There's different... I have like a side swoopy bang, technically, on a different model, and I never added it to this one. I don't know. Maybe I'll need to go back to using the fall model. Was that this year? That was last year, right? Last year I did the fall model. Yeah, I think I just haven't really been doing anything for like 4 months. We've been on the JRPG slop arc. That's what we've been doing. Which has been very fun to me, honestly. I've been enjoying myself a lot. I think I enjoy just playing video games and yapping. And having, like, slight context to say literally anything. I feel like I do a lot worse when there's no context at all. Like, if I had to play something like Slay the Spire, and then there's no context to say anything, I will fall apart. I need something to work off of. Okay. Let's see. This one's probably Leonie and Seteth. Probably our last one.
Hello again, Seteth. Oh, full basket. Big catch?
Indeed. Thanks to you, I now know all about the proper use of bait.
Even so, that's quite the haul.
I have developed a few tricks of my own as well. In my enthusiasm, I may have gotten a little greedy.
Oh, yeah?
But are you telling me this entire time that Seteth just never
very close
fished?
Attention to the number I had caught. I hear it is not uncommon for one to become a little preoccupied with that sort of thing.
I was thinking of pushing Seteth into the water. Damn.
The challenge was too tempting to ignore. But alas, it seems I have gotten a little more preoccupied than is appropriate for my age.
Well, that's only natural. Seeing what you've already got just makes you curious how far you can take it.
It has made fishing an even richer experience for me. And for that, I must thank you.
Don't mention it. Actually, I should thank you too.
Oh?
Yeah. Used to be, I only ever fished for food. Lately, though, I've been coming here just to relax.
Fishing
Used to
for
eat them, of
fun?
course, but I
Ridiculous.
appreciate fishing in a whole new way now.
Seems we have both made worthwhile discoveries. So which is it today? Hunger or relaxation?
I'd only planned to take it easy, but seeing all you've caught has definitely made me hungry.
I had planned to bring all of them to you regardless. Take as many as you please.
Hey, thanks. In that case, why don't we eat together? You can leave all the cooking to me.
Very powerful. Imagine doing something for fun. That's crazy. Imagine having fun. Okay. I think that is going to be it for today. Tomorrow we will finish up the monastery and then grind, I guess. Because I doubt we will have time to do another thing. I don't know. Might just be like an extra short stream tomorrow. Who knows? Because I hate Fire Emblem, clearly. I did actually want to, like, maybe schedule a Saturday. It actually wouldn't have to be, or it wouldn't be a Saturday. Maybe. Weekdays are better for, like, just going for multiple hours. To, you know, push a little harder on finishing the Fire Emblem this run, maybe, I don't know. Or another one. Oh, or when we start the Golden Deer run, maybe we'll kind of kick it off with a little more gusto. But I don't know. I don't know yet. So, but for now, that's going to be it for today. So if you are still here, I'm going to say, hey, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support as always. And I will see you next time. Going for hours to push hard for finishing. I will say no more. I will say nothing else. All right. See you later, everybody. Bye. Goodbye.